More than 1.8 million North Carolinians have filed for unemployment since the pandemic first started. Coronavirus has left people with a whole lot of questions and sometimes nowhere to turn when it comes to benefits or what to do about a new job. And that's why we have two experts tonight to help you navigate all of that, from unemployment to getting that brand new job. Marie-Amelie George is a law professor at Wake Forest University, and Chris Rivera is the executive director of Guilford Works. And this is the number for you to text if you have a question: 336-379-5775. Remember, this is a text-only number. This is not a call in. All right, our experts are here ready to take your questions. The very first one that we have is, will the Lost Wages Assistance Program pay an additional $300 weekly payments for COVID-related unemployment? We know that the lost wages went for 3 weeks in August, but it has since been extended. You want to take a little, the beginning of this, Chris, and then Marie-Amelie, you can finish that up?
Yeah, I'll take a stab at it, and thanks for having me again, Tanya. What we know is that the original Lost Wage Assistance Program was put in place to provide that $300 assistance to individuals who were making above $100 or earning or bringing in more than $100 in benefits. Since then, that 3 weeks has been expanded out for 6 weeks, meaning that individuals that were collecting benefits through September 5th could receive that added benefit.
And there are some guidelines on who actually gets the benefit. So, Marie-Amelie, how about we tackle that so that people can understand that there are some parameters here?
Sure. So the payments are, in fact, now for 6 weeks, but you have to have been receiving at least $100 a week in unemployment to qualify. So if you make anything less than, you receive anything less than $100 a week in unemployment, if you receive $99 a week, you will not be getting the payments. The payments have gone out for the first 3 weeks, and the state is still processing the additional 3 weeks of payments. So if you haven't seen them yet, don't worry, the state is working on them.
And someone had said, is North Carolina the one who made the decision to make it that threshold of 100? Chris?
Yeah, unfortunately, no, that was not a state decision. That was out of Washington. It was something that the president, through executive order, had mandated. He tapped into FEMA funds to provide these resources to local communities. So the state did not influence and or implement that amount.
And again, you have to be making $100 a week in unemployment to be able to then get that extra $300. Someone is texting, I applied for unemployment at the beginning of August and I was approved. I still have not received a payment yet and I do not know what else to do.
So the good news is that you were approved, which is taking a lot of time and there's a lot of backlog. So the fact that the approval has gone through is a really great thing. It can take a little while for the state to process the payments. The best way to speed it up is actually to sign up for direct deposit. They are faster at direct deposit as opposed to mailing checks or mailing prepaid cards. So to speed up the payments, that's your best bet.
And can you go in and change that election after you have already signed up for unemployment benefits?
Yes, you just go into your portal on the DES website and put in the information.
Okay, we're now getting some questions about new jobs and whether or not people are hiring permanently or they're only hiring temporary workers.
So yeah, we're seeing it across the board, as we have been seeing throughout this entire pandemic. We have seen an uptick in permanent jobs. Over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a stark increase in the number of healthcare types of occupations that are being hired for right now. We've also started to see a number of companies that have begun hiring remote workers as well. So employers are not only hiring part-time or temporary workers, they are looking for full-time permanent benefited employees right now, paying some pretty good wages as well.
All right, well, let's put up, we have a graphic that shows NC Works. Every single day they update the different jobs that have been posted. So for instance, today, 396 new jobs were posted today. This is their website. It's ncworks.gov. Of course, Guilford Works is in there too, so you can just kind of put in there where you are and it will direct you to that. But there's also a place for you to get some resume help as well. And if you're an employer, there's a way for you to get information on candidates. So it's both sides. When it comes to the resumes, is this something, Chris, that they just upload their resume and it goes everywhere, or do they have to choose the different jobs that they would like to send the resume to?
So the system will allow the individual, once they have uploaded their resume, to target where they'd like to have that shared. If an individual is not interested in working outside of Guilford County, they can kind of restrict it to that. However, if they like to have that broadcast in the greater Triad area, they may set the parameters to allow that to broadcast there. We also have staff available to help them upload that information, as well as to develop them, to target them to specific occupations that they're looking for. They can visit a career center or request virtual support, and a staff person can kind of Skype them in or provide them a go-to meeting type of platform to help develop the resume.
Okay, we are continuing to get more text questions in about complicated unemployment benefits issues, and we're going to be able to tell you how you can get some help with those complicated benefits issues. That's coming up in the next segment. You can continue to text your questions, 336-379-5775, the number right there on the corner of your screen, and we'll be right back.